Okay, let's get this stuff out. Oh, you notice I bought this pair of wheels. They're fold-up wheels, and they have it's a hand trolley, but it's a fold-up one. It takes up very little storage. It has gel tires. Actually, before unwrapping it, I better check that the batteries are okay. It's powered by a deep cycle battery. Now, a deep cycle battery it looks like a vehicle battery, 12 volt vehicle battery, but it's not. It does a different job and it works differently. Instead of giving a powerful thrust to the starter motor, it lets out a smaller continuous stream. They're used on the marine batteries. They're used on boats and on camper vans and motorhomes. I have two. There and there. So first of all, I've got to get to those batteries, which means taking the top two shells off, I think. So there's the two batteries. That's the smaller one, and I might test that smaller one and see if it's got enough charge in it. That's the last one to get charged. You see, this comes from the main vehicle battery, comes to there and charges up this big battery. And so that only happens when the main vehicle battery is fully charged. That's the one that starts the engine. So when that's fully charged, it starts putting power into this battery. When this battery is fully charged, it starts giving power via that to this battery. So this battery, which is the smallest battery, is the last one to get charged. So now I've got to use this just to make sure it does have enough charge so as it doesn't run out of power midway in the lake. Okay, so I've connected this little tester up, and when I push on the push, the ones that apply will light up. It says poor, fair, good and charging. Well, I'm not charging it up now. I've turned the motor off. But if it's poor, then only the poor, that one there, will light up. If it's fair, that will light up. If it's good, all three will light up. So I'll push it. Look at that. It's good. It's in good condition. Good. I can use this battery. That's a heavy battery. I've got it out, but it's heavy, so I have to use the wheels. I have to learn a lot of things. I haven't used these wheels yet. As you can see, it's still in its retail plastic wrap. So I've got to learn how to undo that and sort of do it up. And then I bought these flotation devices for dogs. I haven't bought myself one yet. How dumb am I? Anyway, I've got to unwrap them and put them on two little dogs. I still have to get that boat out, but I can do that later. And I've got to learn how to operate this thing and connect it to the battery and all that. So I've got a fair bit to learn before I can even start thinking about going on that water there. Okay, so we've got the battery on the set of wheels, which have all been nicely done up. And they're at the back. Now we're going to open this thing up. Well, that's it. Just got to get it out the plastic, and there's all these little bits and stuff which I have to put on. Nothing else left in here. No, it's empty. Well, I'm so glad it's weedless. I didn't want a weedy one. And if it had weeds attached to it and wrapped all around it, I don't think I would have wanted to have bought it anyway. So I was actually expecting a weedless one. I guess what they're trying to say is that it doesn't entangle up when you're in weeds. So that might be one of the first things I'm going to test, because just to push away and move away from the shore, I've got to go through weeds. I could use the oars for that, but if I have a weedless motor, well, why not? I think I'll take the weedless propeller and the motor and the dogs. Where are the dogs? Oh dear, let's get up here. There's one, there's two, and the dogs into that dog park there, under the shade of that little building, and put this motor together there. Well, I think that's on. Alright. It's a bit stiff. I don't know if it's supposed to be that stiff. I did have it on before with this looser, the nuts looser, and it went around much easier. But anyway, I've just got to show you some of the writing in this owner's manual. Thank you for having our product. Wish you could enjoy it. What's the inference there? That you're not going to, but we wish you could. Okay, so the first time they mentioned battery, they spelt it right. Connect the clip with battery. Then use the batter wire to connect with batter. Please connect the wire with red head, and so it goes on. Do not connect the wrong electrode. Well, yeah, I don't think you would. Here's a good one. You must turn off the motor and disconnect the motor from the battery, otherwise it may cause forever damage to the battery. Forever damage to the battery. Yeah. Okay, it's pumped up. It's ready to launch. Well, it's not, because I've got to put stuff in it. But there's the battery, which I've got in. It's a very heavy battery. Now I need oars, I need the motor, and I need the two little dogs who are there in the shade at the moment, and then I'm ready to go. I'll have to put you in, dogs, and put a life jacket on you. Now, when I bought this boat, the guy told me when I'm rowing I sit in that seat there, but when I'm using the outboard motor, which I haven't yet connected, I have to sit on the side. Awful easy to sort of, if a wave hits you or wash from another boat, to sort of be bounced off backwards if you're sitting on the side, isn't it? But then I guess that's what those ropes are for, on both sides. Okay. We'll put the motor on next. See that eagle there? Look, there's an eagle. Just hold on. It's a sea eagle. So Nice has got his life jacket on. I like the handle. You can lift the dog up out of the water. See, like that. Nice is not very happy about being lifted. Sorry, Nice. But at least if you fall in, I can lift you out. Your turn, Hugo. If you want to go boating in a small boat, don't even think about hoping for dry feet. Okay, now let's see. Let's see what I've got. Two dogs in life jackets, check. A bowl of water there so that Nice doesn't try and lean over to get a drink, check. One oar, two oar, check. Hopefully won't have to use them. Battery not yet connected for safety, check. The motor, which obviously is not yet connected to the battery for safety, check. I've just seen something I need to do, get some scissors and actually take these things off before I'm out halfway into the lake. So I better go and do that, and then we'll push off. Or is it cast off? Or is it shove off? We'll give that some thought while I'm doing other stuff. Here's me. See the hat I'm wearing? It has that sort of stuff that goes around the neck. So I'm all set up. Let's go. And we're away. There's the van. Nice is getting used to it. He's standing on the seat with the wind in his face. Hugo still doesn't know about this. Okay, Hugo's up on the seat. Nice is on the seat. Everyone's happy. There's a nice little sound of water. I can hear the water slapping on the bottom of the plastic floor there. Nice wants to jump in. You mustn't jump in, Nice, but if you did, I've got you. We're going to head for, I don't know, just up there, just for something to do. And then the next stop is a fishing shop sometime this week. Got to start fishing. I was talking to a guy just now. He just arrived, and I said, "Is there anything good in there?" And he said, "Oh," he says, "only some small bass." He said, "I caught 4 or 5, but they're only small." And he opened up his bucket, and they were about a foot big. So if he reckons that's small, I mean, one of those foot-long basses would do for these 2 dogs, and one would do for me, and there's our evening meal. Do you think so, Hugo? Are you a happy dog? They're happier now that they're standing up there. They weren't too happy when they were sitting in the bottom. So there we go. There's my van up there somewhere. Now I'm going to turn off the camera and we're going to enjoy. This is really, really fun. I like this. What are you trying to do, Nice? And he's going to jump down. Is he? No. Anyway, turning off the camera and going to enjoy the day. Hugo's actually sort of lying half on the bench and half on the side. There's some lovely houses here. Look at that house there. Nice, isn't it? That sound you can hear is the water slapping on the bottom of the boat. I've got this onto power 3. It can go up to 10, but much above 3 and it goes too fast, and this is in flat water. It goes too fast. The wake here starts to make me wet. It starts to come up onto my bum because that's sort of hanging over the side. So I know that I've got a very more than enough power than I need. Nice has come down onto the ground, onto the slats, and he's happy. Aren't you, Nice? You're happy? I think the dogs are very happy, actually. Hugo almost jumped in. There was a flock of water birds ahead, and as we headed for them, they took off, and he's never seen birds taking off from this perspective before. And as they took off in formation, already in a V formation, their feet were splashing the water and making little waves, and I thought he was going to jump in to investigate that. He was so interested. I mean, there's the water bird right ahead.